Editor of Breitbart News, Mike Flynn. Flynn!
Yeah, Larry, we're still talking about Weiner.
I know. Can you believe it? You know what? Even before we get into the if you could just lend some of your personal insight and reflections. I mean, it must have been you must have been thinking exactly what I was thinking yesterday as we saw Anthony Weiner, that scumbag sweat act, standing in front of the press, giving a press conference, denying allegations, refusing to take answers to questions. Were you thinking about Andrew and what happened 2 years ago?
Well, absolutely, especially because Weiner was yet again late for his own press conference. And
right.
You know what happened the last time.
Right, Andrew ended up taking them. Hey, I'll fill in here.
I got to tell you, that was such a classic moment. And for those who didn't see it, you know, while they were all waiting around originally for Anthony Weiner to come up and sort of answer the allegations that had been leveled, Andrew Breitbart just was summoned to the microphone. He said, Andrew, he said, some of the reporters started asking him questions, so they'd been at the forefront of the investigation, and he just went to the microphones and sort of took over.
Well, and Flynn...
it was performance art.
Flynn will confirm this, though, as he was heading to the press conference. He had just landed in New York, and you know, he was texting all of us. And remember, Flynn, he said, "Don't worry, I'll keep a low profile."
Yeah. He and I were IMing, and I was like, well, you know, don't do anything big. He's like, no, I'll be in the back. I'll keep a low profile.
He couldn't help himself. Yeah.
And I remember, I think during it, Mike, you sent me an email that said, I work for the greatest guy on earth.
Yeah, I think I tweeted, my bosses are titanium.
Yeah, exactly.
So what was your thought when you saw this thing yesterday, Mike? What was going through your head, given all that you've been through before?
I thought, really, he's bringing his wife out, and he's making her do this?
Yeah.
And she looked broken to me.
You say broken?
You mean just in terms of, exactly. That was sort of the insight. Even Chris Matthews brought that up as well, Mike Flynn. And but listen, you're an editor at the Breitbart news site, but you're an old political hand, and you've seen this stuff happen. You've seen people recover from things. I mean, we were shocked that he was able to launch a career at all, and he's been in the forefront of this race, leading in the polls. Can he recover from this? To the voters of New York?
I really don't think so. Now with so many people in the race, you know, with like 20% of the vote, he could potentially get into a runoff. So there could be some hardcore group of progressives that just don't, defect from him. But I think he's done, and I think especially bringing his wife out and making her go through that, and the realization that this has been ongoing, and we don't really know when it ended. We just have to take his word that it's behind him. No, I think he's done. He just doesn't realize it yet.
In a best case scenario, based on the evidence that's in the public domain now, it appears that he has not done anything inappropriate. For like 5 months before he announced his campaign. 5 months before he announced.
Before that New York Times article, and actually, I mean, Flynn, coming from the Breitbart world, you know that all roads lead back to the media. Where it turns out he did this People magazine puff piece where they posed for a photo with their baby, and he then initiated the relationship with this person online a week after that article hit. And as Brian just pointed out, it was 5 months before he got that New York Times puff piece, 8,000 words. And
right.
The New York Times never asked him the pertinent question of, when did you stop? When was the last time this happened? The question never came up. How much is the media responsible for this resurgence of Anthony Weiner?
Totally. I mean, the general liberal leftist bias allowed Weiner an opportunity to try to redeem himself. But as much as the media is liberal, they're not complete chumps. And they're not going to like to be blatantly lied to a second time. And I think the media will turn on him, and then that was his only lifeline to try to get back. Now all he can do is run for mayor in San Diego.
Oh, well played.
Well, what do you think it is at the core of this guy that he just keeps, he just can't walk away?
It's an ego and a narcissism that science is not able to measure.
And
off the charts.
Yeah, and listen, Mike, I mean, looking at the political analysis here in terms of what happens in New York, I mean, part of the reason this is significant is the mayor of New York is an incredibly important political figure in American politics, and this guy is an embarrassment at so many levels. I mean, you can't imagine Anthony Weiner doing what Rudy Giuliani did on 9/11 at this point. So who benefits from this? Is it Christine Quinn, and what does that mean to the city of New York if she just sort of walks into the race now?
Well, I think actually there's another person in the race that I think benefits most, and it's Bill Thompson, who lost to Bloomberg when he ran last time around, who might be a good alternative to Christine Quinn. I think the race will end up being between those two.
All right, and ultimately, I mean, what are the ramifications in terms of Anthony Weiner's career? Is that you say he's done with this, but is it even possible that he could have another resurgence? Because people, I mean, listen, the left loves him.
Well, look, we're a nation of honey boo boo. Who knows? I think Anthony Weiner could end up with a reality show.
Yeah.
Oh well, hey, no, don't please don't.
No,
give the networks.
no. You know what? Somebody might just do that.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a bad idea.
That would not. Well, you remember actually, there was talk toward the end there, right before Andrew passed away. There were rumors that Anthony Weiner had initiated conversations with CNN, saying, "Hey, let's do a talk show on CNN with me and Andrew Breitbart."
Yeah, no, I remember that.
Yeah, I want to just play this real fast to walk down memory lane, Mike. Here's Andrew at the Weiner press conference 2 years ago.
I'm Andrew Breitbart, by the way. We reported this at Big Government and Big Journalism.
And it went from there.
But help me understand, because you guys were really under attack back during those days. I mean, everybody was coming after you.
Right.
Anthony Weiner was standing there and just denying, and suggesting, in fact, that the stuff had been made up. What was it like to be in the bunker there at Breitbart during all of that?
Well, I mean, we knew we were right. I mean, we knew we didn't hack or anything. We knew we didn't manufacture the photos. And when you know you have the truth, you just keep going. But it was a crazy several days, and we remember who helped us in our defense and who didn't, and I'll remember that the rest of my life.
Well, and to that end, I actually just posted a Big Journalism at Breitbart. Rachel Maddow, get this, Mike Flynn, you might not have even seen this. Last night, Rachel Maddow absolutely went after Anthony Weiner. Like he was Robert Ashcroft or John Ashcroft, excuse me. I mean, it was unbelievable.
I did not see that. I will check that out this morning.
Absolutely hammered him and say, "Oh, I can't believe you lied to the media." But the dot she's not connecting, and we need to lay it out there. The media allowed him to lie to them because the media agrees with him politically. So he got every break in the book.
Well, look, when this thing first broke way back in 2011, the media went after us. And just on all Weiner had to say is, "Oh, I didn't do that," and they just assumed the worst intentions of us and attacked us ruthlessly. And I don't need them to give us credit that we got it right. I know we did, and they now are left having to do rants like Rachel Maddow did.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll keep a look at your byline today. I'm sure that you're going to have a lot to say about it, and everyone else over at Breitbart as this story continues to unfold. You want to go to Breitbart?